Hello and welcome to Shom. Today we'll discuss Ukraine's Operation Spiderweb. This operation is being talked about everywhere. In this mission, Ukraine cleverly used drones to attack 40 Russian military aircrafts. Using cheap drones costing just a few $100s, Ukraine inflicted millions of dollars in damage on Russia. It was an absolutely insane attack. Russia is completely shocked. After 1.5 years of planning, Ukraine carried out this sophisticated operation. First, Ukraine smuggled over 100 drones into Russia. The weapons for the attack were first transported inside Russian territory. Next, Ukraine worked on how to execute the attack. Sending drones directly from Ukraine to Russia would result in them being shot down. So a more effective approach was to secretly move the drones close to the Russian military assets and launch the attack from within. To bypass Russia's air defenses, the drones were launched not from Ukraine but from inside Russia itself. To do this, the drones had to be quietly transported and hidden near their targets. In the first step, Ukraine got the drones into Russia. In the second step, wooden containers were sent into Russia. The drones were hidden inside these containers, which were then loaded onto trucks and parked near Russian air bases. A very smart move. In the final step, the roofs of these wooden cabins were remotely opened and over 100 drones emerged and struck the Russian aircrafts. Such an unprecedented attack had not been seen before. This was quite a complex covert operation which Ukraine successfully executed. Within just a few minutes, Russia suffered heavy damage. Each drone was being remotely operated by a dedicated pilot. The entire world is taking note of how Ukraine, through brilliant planning, used low-cost drones to penetrate deep into Russian territory and launch attacks, destroying Russia's bomber fleet within minutes. The warplanes that used to carry out strikes on Ukraine remained grounded at their air bases, while the drones came and struck them. Speaking of Russia's losses, Tu-95 and Tu-22M bombers, which were regularly used for missile strikes on Ukraine, the Tu-160 supersonic bombers, which are extremely rare and form a crucial part of Russia's nuclear triad, and the A-50 early warning and control aircraft, such critical assets were destroyed. The troubling part for Russia is that the Tu-95, Tu-22M and Tu-160 are no longer in production, so replacing these destroyed warplanes will be extremely difficult. It is being reported that Russia suffered losses worth over $2 billion in just a short span of time. However, actual figures from the Russian side are yet to be released. Russia will definitely try to downplay these attacks, but the videos that have surfaced clearly show that Russia has suffered a humongous loss. In this operation, Ukraine has demonstrated remarkable geographical reach. Not just one or two, but targets were struck in 5 Russian oblasts. Ukraine went deep inside Russia and destroyed multiple military assets at Olenya, Dyagilevo, Ivanovo and even Belaya. Look at how far the Belaya air base located in eastern Siberia is, over 4,500 kilometers from Ukraine. Just think about how deep Ukraine penetrated to carry out these attacks. Absolutely insane. Russia would have never expected anything like this. Without the videos, it would have been hard for anyone to believe. But videos of these attacks have gone viral on social media. Drones launching from trucks, AI-powered first-person view drones identifying targets, drones striking Russian aircraft, smoke rising from the attack sites. All of it has been recorded. Now look at the timing of this attack. Just before the peace talks scheduled in Istanbul, Ukraine carried out this operation and weakened Russia's air capabilities, thereby strengthening its own position in the talks. By conducting a complex operation deep inside Russian territory, Ukraine has showcased its capabilities and bolstered its bargaining power. This is a major setback for Russia. Russia has labeled Ukraine's Operation Spiderweb a terrorist attack and confirmed damage to its Olenya and Belaya air bases. So far, no casualties have been reported. Only losses to military assets have been disclosed. This innovative attack has definitely boosted Ukraine's morale. After Ukraine's recent achievements, Russia will certainly not take it lightly. There are rising demands within Russia to punish Ukraine. After getting trapped in Ukraine's web of strategy, pressure is mounting on Vladimir Putin to take some major action. By inflicting such significant damage on Russia, Ukrainian President Zelensky is now demanding a full and unconditional ceasefire and the release of prisoners. Whether this happens or not will only be known after the peace talks. In any case, retaliation from Russia was inevitable. High-value assets have been destroyed, its nuclear deterrence has weakened, and public pressure is growing. Still, there is no doubt that Russia has suffered heavy losses this time. Operation Spiderweb is being referred to as Russia's Trojan horse moment. The story goes that during the Trojan War, the Greeks were unable to break through the fortified walls of the city of Troy. So they came up with a plan. They built a large wooden horse and placed it at the gates of Troy, pretending to retreat. The Trojans believed they had won. They thought the Greeks had surrendered and left the wooden horse as a tribute. Believing this, they brought the horse inside the city of Troy. But they didn't know it was a trick. The wooden horse was hollow from inside and contained Greek soldiers. At night, the soldiers emerged from the horse and opened the city gates. Meanwhile, the Greek army, which had been pretending to retreat, secretly returned, entered Troy, and destroyed the city from within. This is what is known as the Trojan horse strategy, where the enemy is dangerously attacked through deception. Ukraine has just done something similar. Ukrainian soldiers retreated from Russian territory to avoid capture. Instead of a wooden horse, here there were wooden cabins. And instead of soldiers, there were modern drones. Using deception, Ukraine attacked Russia from within its own borders and humiliated it. Some people have been arrested on suspicion of helping Ukraine. More details will gradually come out. Ukraine claims that the entire operation was carried out independently. The planning, execution, everything was done by Ukraine alone. Forget about US involvement, Ukraine claims that it didn't even inform the US before launching the operation. Do you believe that? Do you think Ukraine could carry out such a sophisticated operation on its own, without any help or logistical support from NATO? Or do you think Ukraine did take NATO's help, as it has been doing from the beginning, but is now being told to claim full credit for the operation after its success, saying that no one else was involved? What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments.